Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world watching this second game. Technically, it's the first game they'll actually play. I'm NN. I'm joined with Tickles on comms and Ozu on tracking. Hello, dude. How are you?
Doing well. Excited to watch this one. Good that we get a race on Sunday. We don't often seem to get these, so.
We don't. Especially with it being Mother's Day as well.
For sure, for sure. So, I heard that Beans is up a game due to a tire. I didn't know dress code was a thing for this tournament.
Right, for anyone in chat not familiar with what's happening, this match was scheduled to take place last week, but due to unforeseen circumstances, it got cancelled, and as a result, Unforeseen was the one who cancelled the match, so he's had to take a one-game penalty. That game would have been Metroid's if it were to be played. It's what the racers have chose. But we'll never get to see that game, so we go straight to Varia plus movement.
Brinstar start. Map's kind of on the other side. None of these doors seem to be allowing them to do anything. Just make it linear here, quick. Oh, there we go.
In all the pre-race confusion, I forgot who actually picked this game. Was this Beans' pick?
Looks like it, yes.
Yeah, how do you feel about Varia plus movement as a game mode?
Honestly, it seems like of the three suit ones to be the easiest, or like the second easiest a lot of the times, because you think you're going to be doing a lot of water movement but because you have high jump in Varia, the game likes to give you gravity early, and
I've noticed
because of lava dive options, and so it turns into double suit plus a bunch of extra stuff for free, really fast.
Nice. I just noticed Unforeseenmenace picked up early wave beam,
which was logical. A lot of people think beams can't be logical, but there's an example of wave doing its job there because you don't have any missiles.
Spacer can also be logical as well.
Yep, the bottom of a wreck ship shaft.
Both runners look to be following the same route, heading. Well, Beam's going straight for the map. Menace maybe thinking it might have been Phantom.
There is a major up there that Menace is going for now.
Oh, he's already got the map. I see.
You don't have to make that jump in one go with the loadout. You could just springball the second thing.
Yep.
I thought that was gravity for a second. I was going to be like, here we go.
Here we go. It's come true already. Yeah, that was just regular old bombs, right?
Bombs before morph.
So that item is not going to be leading us to our next progression step.
I didn't get too good of a look at the map. The only major I spotted was the one they grabbed. There's that one water room that, like the pre-happy room. I don't understand. Sorry.
Yeah. That's alright. We got map action going on. Yeah, there's only one major.
I find it surprising that a lot of players don't go deep enough in the room to see what the item is. When they, I feel like that's strange. Like you walk only like a tile right, and you can see the item in there, and then you know when you get morph whether it's worth like beelining back to.
Yep.
But I see a lot of players don't go for that play for some reason. So we don't know what that major is yet.
It's a fine line, right? When you're trying to balance, do I want to waste half a second peeking that major, or just try and get to the next thing as quick as possible? But
yeah,
a lot of the time that peeking will pay off.
Yeah, I feel like the earlier in the game it is, the better it is. And when you have, with even missiles would be extremely useful. So there's like almost nothing it could be that wouldn't help you at this point because it's so early.
Yeah, especially with this mode, if they go on a massive wild goose chase, you know, they might not be wanting to come back for that major unless they know exactly what it is.
Right. So if you spot it and it's speed or gravity or something, and you have that knowledge, you might go back for it where your opponent won't, and it could be big.
Yeah, if we get to 3 zones away and there's a speed lock and they haven't found speed, and they didn't peak that major, that's just a bit of knowledge they don't have, right?
Absolutely. Grapple being a pretty good early weapon for everybody.
Well, they do have ice and wave, but yeah, grapple definitely being put to its good use. Are we going to see any divergence, do you think? I think it's a bit early, right?
I'm not sure.
I think it looks pretty linear, right?
So far, it doesn't look like there's a lot of choices to be made. Ooh, this room that Beans is in.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a good move to tip by Beans, having wave. Oh, look, major. We may have more.
What do you think? Do you think it's going to be morph? I've seen it there before.
I think so, yes.
Correct. There we go. 5 minutes.
Not bad. I've seen a lot worse.
Yep. Oh, now Beans has got that morph. Do you think he's going to double back and check that major he couldn't get earlier?
It appears to be what he's doing. Unless he's going for Meridian map, which may be also in this direction. Yes, it is. But I think there's a lot of like missile and doors and stuff that are still blocking them from doing things.
Yeah, they don't have any kind of ammunition at the moment.
Beans, the spike still hurt, dude.
He needs to be careful. Now starts with the Varia suit, but it only halves the damage.
It's making me nervous here.
Menace is opting to go back down the crumble shaft.
And he bails immediately.
Yeah.
I think that room is doable, or at least very close, but not probably the best choice.
Yeah, I mean, it's only been, what, 6 minutes since they started. I don't think he's got to the stage where he needs to try Hail Mary just yet.
Yeah, I think the right play here is to go get that major, and then there's also the E-Tank back in the Green Hill Zone.
Yep.
I believe it's called.
In the tunnel,
That would also be
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that would be a pretty solid play right here.
So is this next major going to be gravity? We're just going to get double suit plus stuff?
It would not surprise me in the least.
I was just trying to look for lava dive in that map then, but Beans is far too quick.
Oh, charge.
Let's charge. So that doesn't really open up a lot, does it? I mean, it will for boss fights, but in terms of progression to the next item.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if that has any logical use.
No, must be either
Big pink in Meridia.
Meridia was the play, but that charge will be useful for the boss fights, depending on what ammo we find in this seed.
Absolutely. I mean, technically, Beans could beat all the 4 bosses right now with his loadout.
Mm-hmm.
Probably want some E-Tanks at least.
And GT as well. Oh dear.
Yeah, it absolutely can open Croc. We just have not seen it yet. Oh, there's this X over here that Beans is going for.
Yeah, he's got a tank as well, so even though it looks like Menace is making a bit more progress early on, the stuff that Beans is getting now will help should he run into any bosses or anything that does a lot of damage.
Ooh, that going down in the wreck shipped area, West Ocean, may be a soft lock. Or not necessarily soft lock, but you might have to. Oh, there's Mother Brain. You might have to fight Golden Teresa to
GT,
get out.
yeah, GT looks like the way back.
This might actually end up being an amazing play for Beans. You might find Mother Brain last, and opt to go to like Criteria or something if this ends up being supers.
There's a major at Sky Missiles though. Menace is about to pick up, and it's Screw Attack.
Yep, there's supers.
And Beans gets the supers.
So in terms of like ability to go places, they're basically the same now. But Beans just got those supers.
Yeah, that Screw Attack's probably going to help with things like fast billers.
Oh, absolutely. And any room with the red key hunters.
Yeah, Key Hunter Shaft as well.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to YOLO for the map and revert Unforeseenmenace.
The map is not that way. So Beans is not going back to Meridia?
Not sure. I think Criteria would be the move I would make. So far Beans and I have had the same mindset on a lot of things, so we'll see where he goes here. There is the save too, so you could save and start checking
take
zones.
A pivot save and quick revert if there's nothing useful.
I think it's a very smart option. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the last thing someone wants to do is end up with a massive back.
Oh, this is a soft lock Beans. Oh no, he's got bombs. I am incorrect.
Yeah, he has regular bombs, so he should be okay. And he gets power bombs as well, so.
Beans route looking strong here.
Menace still getting trolled with the map. Wasn't in the what would be vanilla gravity suit room.
Oh, it's PB lock.
It's behind power bombs, which Beans has now. Unless, oh, it's Fantoon as well.
Wow.
The look on Menace's face then. He's quite surprised. A Fantoon and Mother Brain.
Well, technically, sorry.
No, go for it, dude.
Technically, they could ice clip up and get the map. Oh no, because it's Fantoon. They'd have to kill Fantoon and then try ice clipping without X-ray, which, yeah, I don't think that's worth it, but it is an option. I'm just trying to think how Menace could salvage this, because Beans route is looking a lot stronger here.
Yeah, the early game definitely Beans seems to have chosen the stronger route, but it's still a bit early, right? Well, I mean, we've seen what Fantoon so far.
Absolutely. There's also a chance that like all the time that Beans is gaining here, he loses later because he's trying to chase down Fantoon and say like Wreckship and Torian or something, and Unforeseenmenace knows.
Base jump there for Beans. That will help with movement, though.
Underrated item for sure.
Oh, I love space jump with gravity suit for water movement. It's just so fast, especially if you've got screw attack as well. You're just this unstoppable force.
Absolutely.
Right, so looking at the map now for Menace, that's bit of a loop.
All right, the dog should be done barking. Sorry about that.
And we found the ship. Escape knowledge has been acquired.
No 18-minute escape for Beans.
Hopefully not.
I have a theory that the logic, if you have ice, likes to put that gate room in your way, just to troll you, that you have to shoot those gates 2 times each.
Reserve tank. I'm not quite sure what Menace is. Is he just trying to blind rooms in Meridia, hoping to find something useful?
Oh, that is a
small
tiny...
criteria.
No kidding.
That is a wreck ship criteria.
Yeah, not much to do here except get that major and get the heck out.
That works out quite nice for Beans too, because it's not this massive area that he's got to explore. Get in, get the loot, get out.
Absolutely. And the major there might be logically needed, as Space Jump was the last acquired item, which allows you to get the Can't Fly to get up here in the first place. So this may be what the seed intends.
Well, they have
Could
regular
be
bombs
speed or
too,
something.
right? So they they could IBJ up there.
Man, I keep forgetting they have bombs.
Slow but possible.
Absolutely.
Alright, so we have another major here that could be something interesting. Might even be the Spazer Beam.
Honestly, not a bad pickup at all when you have every other PRKD beam.
Yeah, charge ice wave Spazer. Bit of speed. Nice.
Wow. Okay.
So he has the power bombs to be able to check the Meridian map. He doesn't know it's power bomb locked yet, but... And he has speed, so he doesn't have to worry about any speed locks. Menace has got the PBs. The same ones Beans picked up.
There was another zone accessible in Brinstar, correct? I think Norfair?
Could be.
I think it was kind of like at the bottom somewhere.
Right.
Or there could be a hidden connector in Meridia as well.
Yeah, there's I see Norfair at the bottom right of Brinstar.
Oh, excellent.
Two connectors and 2 direct ship. But Menace knows that the map was power bomb locked, and he just picked up a pack of power bombs and the charge beam. So he might be heading back to Meridia shortly.
Which most likely is not the play, seeing as Mother Brain is there, and you have to go back there anyway. But there could possibly be like a Thorian connector or something that ends up being important.
All 4 bosses could be in that one zone.
That's true too. We haven't seen Great Dragon or Ridley yet.
Yep. But Meridia is such a large area, I would be tempted to get the map. I mean, as I know exactly right where it is, just in case there's, another boss hiding in the part of the zone we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, that's true. The whole wreck ship Torian useless bait could get you if you don't have that knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, if you do find another boss in Meridia, and then you find the rest of them before checking either wrecked ship or Torian. That's a possible zone you don't have to even go to.
Absolutely. Curious to see what Unforeseenmenace does here. Once he's done following in Bean's footsteps and collecting the few items you can get here.
Mhm.
Yeah, GT will be slow, but it should be safe because you don't even need the farm. You could just charge shot if you really wanted to.
Yeah, charge out this way. It's not going to be that slow, but where did they go next? Aqueduct. Oh, it looks like Beans is going to Norfair.
Yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense because speed probably is logically so you can get back up. And immediate map.
Yeah, that is nice.
We have Dragon. And Ridley.
And Ridley, 2 bosses, 1 major. So all we need is Kraid. So where is Kraid going to be hiding?
Could be in Meridia.
I wonder if he's hanging out in Meridia with Mother Brain and Phantom. And then we don't have to potentially see Torian or wreck ship at all.
It's fine, because usually when you see the map, you just go, ugh. And I think the play is to do some sort of counterclockwise thing here. You can grab an E-Tank, kill Dragon, there's a major on the way down the Torian. Seems like a strong way to go. Beans should just be all set when it comes to tanks and stuff.
Yeah, he's certainly got the bare minimum, which is 3 for Mother Brain with Varia Suit. But it never hurts to have extra health just in case.
I always like to have at least 1 extra because sometimes Mother Brain is just mean and slaps you with like a pry or something in your face. I, for one, when doing any percent, always get the noob E-Tank. Just like having that little extra health.
Menace does seem to be, I mean, he's out now, but he did seem to spend a lot more time in the criteria area than Beans did. I'm not quite sure why. There wasn't really a lot to get, right?
No. An E-Tank, a missile pack, and
Speed booster.
speed booster, yeah. And then space jump, which you probably would get on the way in.
Yep. Yeah, he got that on the way in. Alright, so we have a first boss down.
I think Beans has been, in general, this race, doing a good job of looking at the map for a relatively short period of time and coming up with a pretty solid plan fast. That seems to work out for him.
Certainly faster than me, dude. I'm still trying to look at the screen before he's turned the map off.
Yeah, it's impressive. I'm having a difficult time myself.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes it doesn't hurt, right, to have a good long look at the map and make sure you're not wandering down a one-way or a soft lock.
Absolutely. I personally am a fan of the million map look for a split second of time, but I don't think that's the optimal. I'm surprised Beans is doing all this for a missile.
Mm.
Seems a little strange.
He must be planning something we don't know.
Beans gets that missile and skips the X. I'm going to be a little upset.
I'm just going to be a little confused.
Looks like he's going for it. All right.
Menace is catching up with Beans. He's now into Norfolk. He'll be heading towards Dragon.
Supers, nice. Yeah, maybe Beans is thinking about Mother Brain ammo.
Quite possibly. X-ray, Beans' favorite beam.
Heck yeah. Two X's by Ridley that could both be supers as well. Should be very nice.
Yeah, now just the chat was saying it's probably for breaking the Mother Brain glass, which makes sense, but I mean, Beans hasn't even found Mother Brain yet. And that was quite a long way just for a single missile pack. No doubt he'll run into some easier to grab missiles before he gets to Mother Brain.
Yeah, I've definitely seen some runners like skip missiles that like were right in their face when they could have used them. But that was kind of the opposite. Like
Yeah,
a
that
little
was
out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt he's gonna either be right next to one or be very close to a missile pack before he gets to Mother Brain. But I mean, it doesn't hurt to get it early. It just was a dead end and a bit of a step out of the way.
Absolutely. Curious if Beans will try to fight Ridley here. I don't think it's a good play.
It's a bit slow, right?
Like as far as Beans knows, that they need 3 bosses: Mother Brain, Bantoon, and Kraid. And Torian's right there. There's a save right there. I mean, you might walk in Torian and 2 seconds into it get Plasma Beam and Gravity for all you know. So, and you're gonna most likely have to come back this way anyway.
Yeah, well, looking how that Torian seems to loop round, I think I'd probably take the Torian loop before doing Ridley.
Not sure where Beans is going now. Beans may just be tunnel visioned on getting ammo. I think there's some X's down the way he's going. But I'm not sure with Gravity not in his possession, this will be that quick.
Does look like he wants to get Ridley out of the way as fast as possible. Well, that touring is probably Main Street, right? With the three connectors, top, middle, and bottom.
Is a good guess. I didn't even consider what it could be, but yeah. It does seem likely now that I'm thinking about it. Ooh, that's a slap in the face. I mean, technically, Beans can take out Ridley now.
Take it Ridley with just charge if you
right.
really wanted to, right? I mean, 300
I know
top,
Beans isn't super confident in his Ridley fight. So that may be what it comes down to. Typically, like, my attitude on it, as long as I can kill Ridley quickly after he turns red, then I'm not too worried about it. Because I feel like the gray Ridley phase is pretty manageable. Whereas red, he kind of goes insane. So
yeah, I mean, he's got the 20 supers, right? He could just use the charge ice wave for the first half of the fight.
yeah, what I would do is I dump all my ammo except for the 15 soups that you need, and then just kind of casually take it really slow, play real safe, and then once he turns red, just dump the soups and you're done.
Yeah. This map is not looking very.
Yeah, I would have not have gone down here because of this room right here. I mean, granted, you can get this trick that Beans is going for. Oh no. I believe Spring Ball makes this jump, so it's not too bad. But all the slow water movement is definitely going to cost time if Unforeseenmenace chooses to not do it.
Are we going to see a Ridley fight next?
Even so,
Sure.
Beans seems really focused on it.
Needs to remember to save.
I mean, it's literally on his screen. He should.
It is, yeah.
All right, here's Torian map from Unforeseenmenace.
Nice about to get the Torian map. Oh, and we have a boss. Great. There he is.
And a major down there, which
one major way out the way.
I mean, that is. I think that major is worth getting. I know it sounds a little strange because it's out of the way, but only 3 things that Unforeseenmenace is missing is Spacer, Plasma, and Gravity, and all 3 are pretty darn good.
Yeah, I wouldn't turn any of those down.
I mean, a 2 out of 3 chance you get a beam, and you know, I'd be thinking like, okay, well, I don't have enough ammo for Mother Brain 1 and 2, so the beam's just going to speed that up.
Not a beam, it's a suit, right? So speed up the water rooms.
Right, and there's quite a few water rooms even just on the way back to Meridia.
Yep.
It easily could be Spacer. It's a 33% chance of the major Torian Spacer, but I think it's worth it. I think that goes from like, what, 180 or something, or 150 to 300 damage a trick shot?
180 to 300, I believe.
that's pretty darn good.
I just saw from Tilly there in the chat that maybe Beans has actually forgotten he's got Charge Beam.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Charge was pretty early on. Beans got it less than 10 minutes, I think, and hasn't used it for anything, so...
He's doing the Ridley fight.
I guess we'll see if he uses a single charge shot here.
I wish he had his camera on so we could look at his face when he holds the shot button and sees it start to charge. But to be fair, charge was, they did get that pretty early, and it's usually the mages you get first thing that you forget you have, like regular bombs or spring ball.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here watching, and I forgot they had regular bombs like 3 separate times this season. So.
That is true. I have a stand-up crate on the right and an angry Ridley on the left.
Oh, he's charging.
He's charging. Maybe he just wanted to be extra prepared with ammo. Or he realized mid-fight, I don't know. But he's using it now.
Really may be dead here, I can't tell.
It should be.
Yep, there he goes.
He put 25 supers and 30 missiles into it.
Yeah, I still don't think farming for Ridley when you don't know where that many bosses are is the right play. But
oh no. Is he gonna abandon Torian, or is he gonna go to one of the higher connectors? Because he needs to go to Torian if he wants to win.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'd say there's no way he skips it, but he also had to save 2 inches from it and didn't check it yet until just now, so I'm not really sure.
But the map is through the top of Main Street, and
yeah,
I think he already saw the 3 connectors, so.
Back to farming. See, I don't like this play either, farming here, because for all you know, you might just walk into a full ammo refill if you go into Torian. And
especially with really down, right? The only bosses they're going to fight don't require 25 supers.
I mean, I could see, like, if maybe all 4 bosses were down and you're worried you're going to run into Mother Brain really soon, but you still have Kraid and Fantoon to kill. So, you don't really need full ammo for any of those things. Looking like Unforeseenmenace is going to skip that major.
I wonder if Beans will skip it. I think he probably will, though.
I mean, he's stacked on ammo. Like, if you're going to farm ammo that much, you shouldn't also be going for majors.
Let's see where he's stacked on ammo. He's got Charge Beam, Ice Beam, and Speed, which is pretty much the only mages you'd be hunting.
Yeah, it'd be a pretty comfortable Mother Brain fight with what he has. Can do the old save 7 supers for the catch-up phase, and...
He's not even getting the E-Tech. It's just that...
Okay. I mean, you already... We're 2 feet from it, I don't know. It seems a little strange. That's true. That major is more of its way than I realized initially, because you have to go through. Well, it's not actually that bad.
Not that
You have to
bad.
go
They've
through
got
the halfy room, but you have space. So
you
even
have
though you don't have
space.
gravity, you just float above it, and it's pretty quick actually. Now there's a world where Beans, instead of farming all that ammo, went for that major instead in Torian, and that ended up being plasma. Like that would 100% be faster than that trip that Beans took to get all the ammo.
So far, his routing seems pretty good.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna get the map and the info that.
It's like Unforeseenmenace is going after Ridley here. And there's Kraid.
Oh, nice.
Unforeseenmenace getting baited by the PBs, just like Beans did.
Yep. But Menace also knows where Fantoon is, right?
Fantoon and Motherbrain, yeah. So
Yeah,
once Ridley's down, he can just go straight back and win the game.
He knows. Yeah, he knows exactly where to go.
And Charge IS Wave isn't great, but it gets the job done.
I don't think either of them checked Rex ship yet either, right?
No. Beans might, though.
But yeah, that's it. Beans might check Rex ship after this because the connectors were fairly close to where he is now, I think. Which could be a bit of a time loss.
Yeah, I think that like how close this race is comes down to whether or not Beans says Rex ship never has anything, I'm not going there, or checks it. And then also if that map happens to be really close or not.
It also depends on how well the Ridley fight goes for Menace.
Oh, that's true. I haven't seen enough of Unforeseenmenace playing to know how confident he is in his Ridleys, but it seems like he's doing a good job so far. So
yeah, I don't want to curse him. I don't think he'll struggle with it. I've seen a few fights and they've all been really clean.
High jump screw also helps a lot because you're basically invulnerable as long as you
stay away from tail.
Yes. Nope. A little bit of a smack from Ridley. We have red phase. He missed a super.
Now this is interesting, dude. About 10 minutes ago, we had the same fights, Ridley and Kraid, but on opposite sides of the screen.
Pretty amusing.
Is Beans also going to get the stand-up Kraid? Yep.
Double Kraid DLC. These runners are generous. You get DLC twice for free. No AAA company's going to do that for you.
So now it's a race to Fantoon, which is also next to Motherbrain, and that is information that Menace does have. So this, if Beans wants to stay in this, he's going to have to not check Rex ship, I think.
Yeah, or hope that Rex ship map is just like a tile away when you walk in. But Rex ship can be pretty trolly, especially if toilets involved.
No, I think Toilet went through Brinstar, I think.
Oh, you're right. That's how I think that actually led down to water room. The sand pits and all that I can never remember the name of.
Beans does have a lot more ammo though than, well, actual in-stock ammo, not total count, but Menace is going to have to farm at some point, or, well, he's not. There's an ammo refill right there.
Nice
that's
play.
Not cost him any time. Yeah, this is going to come down to who gets the Fountain and Mother Brain first, because they're pretty tied now.
Beans, remember, you hate wreck ship. Don't go there.
That's the thing. I did see the wreck ship connectors. I think they were closer than the Meridian connectors to where he is now.
Man, gravity would have been such a nice find in the seed. So many water rooms in your way. It's kind of what you expect when you play a Varia plus movement, but as mentioned at the beginning of the seed, it's not often what you get for some reason.
Just saw a message in chat from Anachromium. It's close, yes, but Menace has knowledge of where Phantom and Mother Brain are, and Beans does not, and Beans still hasn't checked Wreck Ship yet. So if Beans goes straight to Meridia, yeah, it's going to be very close. If he goes to Wreck Ship, it's game over.
Which is interesting, because usually when you find Mother Brain early, you're like, oh, I screwed up. Let's see. When you're racing, because typically you want to find Mother Brain last, because you know you just basically have to backtrack from that area. It usually feels kind of bad, but in this case, having that knowledge early seems to be paying off. It really didn't take that much time to scout it out either, and you got some nice stuff from Big Pink. And then it just kind of like routed you right back on the correct path anyway.
He's going to Wreck Ship.
Oh no. Beans opting to go to the other connector. So here's the moment of truth for the wrecked ship.
Is it going to be a terrible map as well? Just to double punish him.
Oh. Yeah, I think unfortunately this is pretty much over. This map is gonna take a long time to get to. It's not anywhere close. Yeah, and then you put this room in the way too. There's everyone's favorite beam. That means the one in Torium was either plasma or gravity.
We do get a GT part now.
Kind of unfortunate that it just drains all your supers right before Mother Brain. Like exactly what you want. Do beans get the map, or is this just like the wrong way? I kind of missed that. Oh, yep, definitely. That's disgusting. There's Croc. Unforeseenmenace doing a good job of like keeping track of these ammo refills and using them wisely. Farming 25 supers does take a long time.
We do know what game 3 will be.
Double suit.
It will be double suit.
Wow, this wreck ship is terrible.
That is a terrible wreck ship, dude, yeah.
You had pillars and then gauntlet. like every slow room, horizontal room possible. Wasting your time.
And there's the bad news for beans.
Oof. Unforeseenmenace dumping all of his supers early, which means gonna be in catch-up phase for a while. Oh, that was insanely close. Oh, Unforeseenmenace could be in trouble here if he takes another catch-up.
Nice, good dude. I think.
No, Mother Brain's trolling. Wow, that was a scary Mother Brain too. Yeah. Get your guesses in chat, guys. What do you think the escape time is going to be? Remember,
get the 69s in the chat.
Yep, I'm going to guess 135. This cafeteria is really small, even though it's like a 3-zone. What do we get? 125.
125. Close, dude.
Looks like Canix was the closest without going over. I declare you the winner. Win The Price is Right. No rice-a-roni. So, wasn't in the budget, I'm sorry. Oh, Quick Draw was 120? Oh, you're right. Sorry, Canix. You don't get the imaginary rice-a-roni. Ugh, snail climb.
I think Beans is gonna feel so bad that he decided to check wreck ship. Because he hates that zone, right?
Yeah, I think checking wreck ship and farming and like going out of your way for a lot of X's and farming really is what this came down to. Because Beans did have the stronger route early on.
Oh, the early game, definitely, yep. Beans definitely stronger.
And had that wreck ship map just not been a complete jerk that it was, that could have helped out a lot too. But really, I think this came down to Unforeseenmenace just had that knowledge and also was more comfortable with Ridley and didn't need to go looking for ammo nearly as long, and that really made the difference here. So GG's.
That's the game, GG, yeah. GG winners. We say happy face on the camera. Right, so we're gonna take a short break, but stick around everyone. Game 3 will be coming up very shortly, and it's already decided it will be double suit. So we do hope you stay around and watch that.
Let's see an Everest start, come on.
Here we go.
And I start in a save room.
Wreck ship shaft this early, we may see a logical spacer. We had a logical wave beam last seed, so that'd be interesting. They have two beam seeds back to back. There's Dragon.
Oh, speed. Can't grab that quite yet.
Taco tank time, hold.
Oh no.
Menace is not having a good time. Oh no. Where's high jump? So that puts speed in logic.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have that speed room. So kind of linear so far, it looks like.
How much can you, is it logical for solo speed and Dragon?
No way. You like when you speed boost Dragon, it takes a little bit of health, but when you go for the kill, it chunks the heck out of you. Like with the amount of health they have now, even if Dragon had like 10 HP, it would obliterate him.
Oh,
So
well, there's Morph. So
you would need a lot of E tanks. Go for a spicy blue suit keep to get the item down there. Speed and morph. I'd be tempted.
Yeah, so now Cruelbeans comes back up to this room for morph with the morph to get the other item. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Yeah, I'm not sure why Beans decided to go up instead of getting the other major there.
Must have just missed it, I guess.
And now our runners are tied back up. Both of them find bomb.
Alright, there's the wreck ship shaft item. I have a feeling it's going to be supers. Could also be... Well, no, I guess you don't need Spazer to go down anymore. You got regular bomb. Yep, there's the supers. Bean's probably going to save and go check that super door up top, if I had to guess. But I don't think going down or right here is a bad play either, since he just got bombed.
Just check. I'd at least check the door down here.
What's up, Shaq?
We need the 70 emote of Shaq wiggling whenever we see Shaq tool. Indiana Jones.
Beans can do this short charge, so yep.
Yeah. If not, just IBJ's here.
Oh, right. That's also a logical option. Why did he reset?
Beans. What?
Was it just like a rage reset?
No.
That's not good.
This could be bad, depending on
This
what's
could
up
literally
here.
be the race. That was that bad of a reset. Not because like it costs so much time, but because Beans is now going away from the thing that surely is progression.
Yeah, this is. I mean, this is a super door up here, so it's not. It's okay. Thankfully, it's only missiles, but that could have been really, really bad.
Okay, saved maybe. Yeah, that was really upsetting. Especially because I know Beans can do the short charge and the IBJ, so I'm not sure. Yeah, this is just going to lead back down to complete loop.
Take a look at your items if you have to, Beans.
I mean, he's got to see. There's literally only one way to go. Everything else is powerbomb locked. There he goes. Alright, he just used the bomb. Hopefully he remembers he can IBJ. Looks like he's going for a short charge again.
And then just instantly to the bomb. Alright, we take a look at the map, and we find another major and an X right next to it.
That major in GT is logical, because you can use the bombs to boost back and forth across without touching the crumbles. Still a little scary, but not too bad. Usually you prefer to have spring ball there, so you can just hold the button down and get it for free. Yeah, with speed and high jump, you can actually just make that if you get a little bit of a run on the platform. He almost did it. I'm surprised he didn't try again.
I'm in a bit of trouble here starting off this IBJ. There we go.
I'll be honest. IBJing out of high jump is impossible. it's so easy out of the regular jump, but IBJing out of high jump sucks.
I think this early misplay by Beans had him shaking a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
Hopefully he'll calm down a little bit here.
Hopefully Beans doesn't commit to this and goes up the elevator instead.
Okay. Charge beam base. I mean, we could do Dragon. I wouldn't recommend it, but
Yeah, that seems horrible. But yeah, you can do it.
alright. So we know that Menace is a tank here and nothing more than missiles, and that's true. Because I believe X takes priority over the O's.
Actually, it's the other way around. The O will take. There was a seed, a race in the upper bracket of, I think it was Spiffy versus Derp. I don't. Maybe it wasn't Derp. But anyway, Spiffy didn't notice that like the watering hole had it had the O on the icon, but there was power bombs in it because there was an E-tank and power bombs, and he like went everywhere except watering hole, and it cost him the seed. Beans, you're making me nervous, man.
No, Beans.
Oh my god. Okay.
There's no reason to do that, Beans.
Oh.
Playing too much extreme seeds lately.
No kidding. I mean, I feel like you gotta check wreck ship here. Let's save right there. I don't know. Did Unforeseen Menace check it? I might have missed it because distracted by Beans giving me a heart attack. If anyone checked wreck ship,
I didn't see.
it'd be kind of weird if you didn't, because Crumble Tower leads you to a save in wreck ship.
So at this point, Beans is a little bit behind. I'd say maybe a minute and a half. Not too bad. But this could be evened out right here if Beans just goes straight here to wasted space. I mean, wreck ship.
Wow, they both skipped it. How do you skip it when there's a save there?
You're right there.
Like, you walk in and like okay, you walk in. If the map is far, then maybe say, you know what, I'm not doing this. But for all you know, the map is like in the same room you walk in, and even if it doesn't have a lot, it could still have like power bombs, just like plasma or something. You know?
Yes, Bear, it bit him last time, but that was at the end of the seed, not at the beginning of the seed. I don't think you can waste the potential right at the beginning of a seed. It's just too risky.
Especially when you don't even have power bombs yet, which could be like, this could turn into a power bomb hunt. We already saw how much stuff was locked by PBs in Torian.
Oh, jeez. Plasma is in wrecked ship.
Oh, shoot.
That's a massive find.
Unforeseen did go back for it. Let's go. And I also called it.
Yeah, this is a... I mean, you can do Dragon now if you want. Wouldn't be too bad.
And power. Oh my
gosh.
This is looking really bad.
This is a payoff. Huge for sure. I mean, at the very least, I think Beans should have taken the save so that he could revert if he needed to go back into wreck ship. But, you know, hindsight 2020.
Looks like there may be a save here because it looks like Norfair connects. So I have a feeling Norfair is going to dead end. And they'll be forced to go down through Wreckship to Meridia, and that might lead to like Criteria and Brinstar. But if I'm wrong, like, this could be really, really, really bad.
Yeah, I just... You can't squander the potential to just walk into the map when it's 2 modules away.
Yeah, early game you can't really you can of course, but you really shouldn't be skipping a whole lot. Late game's a different beast, but
That's a big Norfair.
and a nasty rune to walk into. Could tank one hit. I think you should just go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he can take plenty. He has double.
Oh right, doubles too. I keep thinking this is they have
Yeah.
Vario only.
Metal.
Man, this Norfair is gross. Unforeseenmenace is gonna have a lot easier time in Norfair just because of Plasma.
For sure. You
Could
just
use
walk
the
through these guys.
exactly use the little Plasma clip trick. Or kill him, either way is fine.
Aqueducts.
Oh! Beans gets bailed out.
I mean, you say that, but not having plasma is a massive, massive deficit.
Yeah, not having Plasma when you have 4 bosses, plus Mother Brain still to kill. Yeah, you're right.
Now,
That's kind of big.
see. Yeah, I mean, right now, Bean's damage is 60 charged, while Menace's is 450.
Yeah, I mean,
That's...
barring some sort of like pan stream situation, like Unforeseenmenace is just in go mode.
Yeah.
So just one tank and they're good. Wow, there's a lot of majors right by Beans.
But I don't think any of these majors particularly matter. Wow, 4. At least 4 I see? I see 4, that 5?
And Criteria is in its favorite spot at the top left of the water sandpit room that I wish I knew the name of.
I mean, the thing is that none of these majors really matter at this point. Plasma
Yeah,
is
I mean,
like the only thing.
Screw would help for the lack of Plasma for getting through rooms. Speaking of, like, you could get PRKD beam, but we know that Beans is not super confident in his Ridley fight from the last seed. So without Plasma, I kind of assumed Beans would be stacking.
I mean, yes,
ammo.
yes, Ice is decent here, but he's gonna lose so much time without Plasma. It's unreal.
There's still a saving grace if Beans goes up to Criteria and it dead ends. It's possible he goes to Wreckship to get to Meridia and ends up finding it. But it may be so late that he might skip that major as well. So it's hard to say this early on.
Yeah, and if I'm Menace at this point, I see those 5 majors and I just say, don't care. I mean, when going through Big Pink, I'll take a look at like whatever's in Big Pink, but there's no reason to really look at anything else here.
Right, and what's interesting is in Big Pink you'd get Grapple, which deletes the only thing that could really screw you over, which is Panserum. And so you're just like golden. There's like nothing that can stop you at all.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a runway entity, then we don't even need Ice for Zep. But Why? I mean, I question that choice by, I mean, Spazer doubles the damage right here. It's not what you want to see, but you can't say no to a damage upgrade at this point.
Yeah, it's the best Beans is gonna get if he doesn't go to wreck ship. Looks like Unforeseenmenace is going to go to Meridia. It may end up being a bad play here because we know Norfair and Criteria are up top, but
Anity, Beans doesn't have plasma.
yes, don't go to wreck ship if it's late, but don't skip it if it's 5 minutes in and there's a save next to it.
Yeah,
Like
but
literally
yeah, it was
one step in
right
there, and Beans would have got plasma, and even if he abandoned it at that point, that would still been huge. There's like you have to at least peek.
It's like you're driving down the highway and you see a rest stop with gas. You're pretty much empty, and you go, I'll get the next one.
I did that once.
You just don't. You don't risk it.
I did that once in my. I was like, oh, like I wanted, because I was like on the border of Indiana and Ohio, and I was like, oh, I'll get gas in Ohio because it's probably cheaper there, right? And it was like 17 miles for the next gas station, so like I'm just like behind the semi trying to draft, and I was driving a Prius, and once you get below 15 miles of range, it goes to 0 and starts like screaming at you. So I was like sweating bullets. I somehow barely made it to the gas station. I have no idea how much gas was in the tank at that point, or if I was even running on gas and the battery was just doing everything. But it was one of the scariest moments of my life, so I will never skip a gas station again. I've
actually coasted to a gas station before. Like, I ran out of gas going up an on-ramp.
Oh my god.
Like, peaked going like 2 miles an hour, and then it was downhill, and I coasted straight into a gas station. Oh god.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, don't recommend that strat.
It's oh god, bot wound with base charge. Bot wound is just gonna take him for a while.
Didn't Beans have Spazer?
No, he decided he didn't get it.
Oh, I literally thought I just saw him shoot it, so I put it on the tracker. Oops, my bad, I'll take it off.
Anyways, what's Menace up to right now?
Just add solar panels to your Prius. True, dude.
Menace trying to get a short charge there to speed through this room.
Not a bad strat, but I mean, also not even close to necessary.
I know, it did save quite a bit of time here, but I wouldn't try it more than once, really.
Yeah, it's you go for it and it doesn't work, you just go, because otherwise you could just end up sinking so much time. And now that's the real strat. Cut a hole in the floor of your car and Flintstones it to the gas station. Yeah, I love my hybrid car. I think it's really ideal.
Alright, we find Mother Brain and another major here in Meridia. We don't care about any of this except for Mother Brain. Go find more bosses.
Curious what major Menace is hoping to find here.
Oh,
I mean, that's about as good as we're gonna get. Oh, holy cow.
that's about as good as you can get.
That's
the only
free Zeb skip.
only pickup that I think he would that's gonna give him any major time save here. That's 600 damage. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's 600 damage on his shots now.
This whole map loops in a very interesting way. Like, Wreck Ship has Meridia, Meridia goes to Brinstar, Brinstar goes to Norfair, which also goes back to Wreck Ship and Kateria. It's like a big circular map.
Seems like every time wasted space is just kind of messing with Cruelbeans, whether it be empty or not.
It's right there, Beans. Just save and look. I beg you, dude. Please. Please, Beans. No.
There's no echo on my end, Anachromium. You might want to just refresh the page. Oh, Menace is quite a bit ahead, so why don't I change over to him? Oh, but that is...
A little loud.
A little loud. We gotta turn that down.
I'll wake you up.
Still too loud, or is that good?
It sounds a little still loud to me, but it's hard to tell. That's the Discord, which may be different than the live, so we probably should ask chat as well.
Yeah, how's it sound?
Sounds good. All right.
Yeah, for some reason,
Where's Kraid?
Cruelbeans is sitting at 150%, and Unforeseen was sitting at 768%. Just a little bit louder. I can drop it some more.
Beans is not having a good time with Trigon.
No, with base charge, I mean, he's got grapple, so that works, but...
Yeah. This time to jump on the first one. There we go.
We have Kraid.
Fried shrimp, everybody. Come on, grab a plate. Before the babies eat them.
Are we going to prom or no? No prom. Menace just needs to fill up that reserve. Get all the health he needs.
Kind of amazing that Unforeseenmenace still has not gone to Norfair. Like it when it was so close to the beginning. I mean, it seems to be the right move, but just interesting.
Oh, you don't grab anything else if you're Menace here. There's no point.
Dude, go for X-Ray.
I mean, X-Ray for Phantoon would save him 15, 20 seconds, maybe. If it's any bit out of the way, you just don't even go for it.
About to get grapple and screw here.
Yeah, I know, Entity, but it's the amount of time it takes to pick up the X-ray, depending on where it is, isn't worth the amount of time that it saves killing Fantoon. 'Cause it's only going to be used for Fantoon.
Beans checking this out of the way X when they have charge, skipped Spazer, and Plasma, unbeknownst to them, is like 2 feet away.
Yeah, I mean, with charge right now, he does 60 damage a shot, and each of the supers is going to deal 600, so it's not a bad idea to check it. So
I kind of disagree, just because like it's not like you know where Ridley is. Like, for all Beans knows, like wave, ice, Plasma are right next to Ridley. He just killed Dragon. He doesn't even know where another boss is. So like I don't see why you're like X hunting this early. The obvious thing is to go check other zones. Like he's been in Norfair, so he knows where Brinstar is. And there's Wreck Ship as well. But I don't know. It's like they're going out of their way to not go to Wreck Ship at this point, which is going to be a costly mistake. Beans likes ammo. Yeah, I kind of see that, right? Because a lot of times in these seeds, like charge, like you don't need a lot of majors because you already have both suits. But once you have charge, though, I feel like you need to change your thought process a little bit. And both the seeds back to back, they just got charged like immediately. Doop. X-ray would have been nice for Bot Moon, just saying.
how long is a typical Fantoon? Like a two-phase, like what, 45 seconds?
Pretty short, yeah, but
yeah,
it's hard to get that consistent.
I mean, even
unless you're like a top runner.
Is like a minute and a half.
Yeah, I feel like you like going for the X-ray in that particular instance. Like just the screen transitions alone would have probably ate as much time as it would have saved, let alone like the movement. I kind of have a feeling this is going to be the opposite of the last criteria, where instead of it having literally nothing, that this is just going to be stacked with bosses and stuff. But we'll see.
Worst room in the game, man.
Have we seen all zones? They started in Torian, Wreck Ship, Brinstar, Meridia.
I don't know if we've seen criteria yet.
And then Norfair. So I think this is the last zone. If I'm doing my map paying attention.
Torian, Norfair, Brinstar, Wreck Ship, Meridia, criteria.
Yeah, Torian had Dragon, Brinstar had Kraid.
We're looking at a Fantoon and criteria then, right? So we've mapped it.
Yeah, and Mother Brain should be here as well. So this is just gonna be over pretty soon.
I feel bad for Beans because like no matter what
Decision he makes.
that every decision he makes regarding wrecked ship is just a wrong one.
You know, at this point, maybe take it out of your control. Just flip a coin. Heads you go, tails you don't. Take logic out of it.
Yeah, Mother Brain is in Meridia. Far left side. So we're looking at just Fantoon in there. Yeah, Beans found Fantoon.
Menace just looking for Fantoon here. Absurdly good toppler from Beans. Holy crap.
Luxury. But yeah,
That was sick.
This is game here.
Oh yeah. I think it was over the second Beans just ignored wreck shit. Like getting plasma that early with charge and double suit and speed, it's so insanely strong. Like there's not much you can do to come back from that. It would take like a huge gap in skill level or like some overlook or some really crazy thing to happen for something like a lead like that in terms of items to not just auto win you the game. I know, Beans literally said I'm not going to check wreck ship and it's going to screw me over. And then he did. I saw that.
Bean said, now watch this map. Ship will not be wasted space. Oh my god. Oh, the Prophet. No. Bro. And then we're gonna pull him in here and we're gonna tell him that and he's just gonna...
Where was Mother Brain? I don't see it.
Meridia, left side.
Oh, it was in Meridia. Okay, I just missed that. I thought someone said it was in Criteria. I need more coffee, guys. Decently long escape here. This is because you're gonna have to go Kateria to Norfair to Meridia, or wreck ship to Meridia, if I remember correctly.
Absolutely, yeah. 9 times multiplier to begin with, essentially.
The look on Unforeseenmenace's face, like, ugh, this sucks.
Unfortunately, there is no better pathing now.
Nope, they got all 6 maps. Just gotta schmoove it. I think the top right had a way to directly direct ship through worst room in the game.
I think I would have stopped and gotten that health right there. This is just a module, 2 modules over, really.
Yeah, it's definitely a good move.
Maybe we'll grab it. Wait, can't grab it on the way back.
4 tanks is a lot better than 3 for Mother Brain. It doesn't take a lot to accidentally take a hit in that fight.
Just one thing, catch up. That's all it takes.
And sometimes you just get double hit and then still kills you.
That's full beam there. It's an extra 300 damage. Beam now does 900.
Unforeseenmenace has just done a good job to just like beelining into like every major that could possibly help him. Like ice and wave and plasma. Skipping Spazer, spring, space jump.
Look on this guy.
Look on this guy. My heckin' tomatoes.
Yeah. Unfortunate that the plasma was essentially the entire run decider.
Yeah, that just...
If it had been any other major, I think this could have been a completely different match, but
Absolutely, like if that was like spring or something, we'd be in a much different spot. Beans checking the Norfair Major is gonna find nothing of value. Because all the good majors aren't there.
the only unaccounted for major at this point is X-Ray.
X-Ray was top of Main Street, right?
If it was, I didn't pay attention, but
I'm not getting seed bleed. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we talked about it because he was on his way to Fantoon.
I mean, I talked about it not being worth it, but I didn't pay attention to see if it was actually there. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like, pretty much, no matter where it wasn't really worth it.
No, it was on Main Street. They like it. It would have required like going back down Main Street and looping all the way around to get, because it was like in that like one item you can see but can't get. And this is a terrible trek.
God damn, this escape is longer than 3 minutes, 100%.
Yeah, I feel like you got to do like 3 plus or minus. It's like your base for predicting this one, because it's just ridiculously big.
Oh my gosh, and having this, no, I guess there's a tiny bit loop there, so it's not too bad. I'm not really sure why he didn't break the tube, because he's gonna have to go back there.
I don't know.
Oh wait, does he? No, he didn't. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. Yeah, he does. Oh, tube is automatically broken? I didn't know that.
I guess it makes sense because you're not gonna have any power bombs.
That's true.
What's funny is in Metroid's objective, everybody's favorite, there's no Mother Brain 2, and because there's no Mother Brain 2, Mother Brain doesn't drain all your stuff, so you actually do typically have power bombs on the escape.
I see.
Oh my gosh!
Long trek over to Mother Brain. Might want to break that door in. You get a little bit more room. That's good.
Got it. The happy? Aw. Smile. That would have been sick.
So, not quite F-Junk. So, technically his Twitch name does have a Z, but he goes by Cruelbeans with an S.
Imagine having a Z in your name. It's weird.
I actually believe his I was gonna say his Discord name is Cruelbeans with an S, but it's not even remotely close to that.
Like Fleeties or something. It's totally something different.
Flattle.
Flattle, yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, chat. It's a little early, but go ahead and put in your prediction times.
And then it's gonna guess 369 seconds. I'm gonna guess.
I'm saying like, I don't know, 320. I'll say like 320.
I'll go with 325. I don't think anyone's picked that yet.
I don't think I've seen an escape longer than 330 this tournament. There may have been one, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't recall ever seeing one above 330 in any context other than say the animals. So, but this this is pretty big. So
Nearly as far away as you can get, really.
Unforeseenmenace doesn't have any health really to spare here. So
No.
one catch up and this is over. I think they saved recently, but
Did they?
I think
The
so.
last save, they didn't even save a ship. As far as I remember.
They're good. They're good.
But yeah.
420 and long, 169 of short. All right.
They did save Meridian. Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Well, here we go. Let's see if we have any winners.
$245.
F junk.
Wow. Good job.
And
I thought this would be at least
Zendero.
3 minutes.
That's quite a bit shorter than I thought it would be. Considering they have to cross, what, like 3-4 zones?
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, just getting out of Meridia is kind of annoying. It's Forgotten Highway and Half Earn.
Thread the needle. I mean, it's better with Space Jump, but...
Wreckship does, Wreckship does connect it directly to both Norfair and Meridia, but I'm not sure if it's faster to go through Brinstar or not. I guess that is pretty quick. Just shoot up Main Street and you're there.
I think Norfair's to play here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Menace is
see
not
it.
going Norfair, going to Brinstar.
Beans,
No, I guess he is. He can go out of Everest here, straight into Norfair. Yeah, this race not as representative as their skill levels as one might hope, but
yeah, the first game, Beans just had a little bit of a lack of confidence in Ridley. Was ahead and spent a lot of time getting ammo and farming, things like that. And also, Unforeseenmenace just kind of had like the early Fantoon and Mother Brain knowledge that really made a huge difference there. In this game, Beans just avoiding wreck ship like the plague really cost him. That's pretty much all this one came down to. Wait, Beans is gonna get on the ship and just leave. Oh no, you can't do that. I'm just saying, if Samus just got on the ship, left, and tactically nuked the planet, everything would end up the same. Everything on the planet dies. Right? The Metroid she was trying to save died anyway.
Yeah.
Same end result. Oh, right. If you care about the animals, I guess that's slightly different. I'm a never say the animals guy.
And here's game.
Yep, GG's Unforeseenmenace coming back from a 1 down from a penalty for canceling a match to win it 2-1.
Which is unfortunate. He hit a flat tire. Not really his fault, but happens.
That's why you just drive a tank. Can't deflate the tires, son.
Get treads. Yeah. Welcome, racers.
Hello.
Hello.
download. Beans.
Mm-hmm.
You even called it in the pregame lobby.
Yep, it was wreck ship, wasn't it?
It was wreck ship. There was plasma, and then
The first room that you would walk into from Torian
It's plasma.
is plasma right there.
Of course it is.
That's literally like what made the seed the difference here.
Of course it is, right? Of course.
But yeah, GG's Racers. I guess we'll start by talking about the first game. So the first game, Beans, you were actually way ahead for a long time. But what ended up happening there is
You went to wreck ship.
yes, an Unforeseenmenace had gone to Meridia early and seen that Phantoon and Mother Brain were there. And that wreck ship was just really nasty and mean. Like, that map was ridiculous. You were going through like gauntlet and pillars, and it was just trolling the heck out of you. So
It was rough.
No, definitely. And then GT Lock too as well, coming back from Phantoon as well. Like, that was just like disgusting in the first one.
how did you feel having checked out Meridia early? Did you feel like you were behind, or did you have confidence that the information was going to help you?
Well, it's both ways, because the only reason why I dipped out was because I didn't have power bombs, right?
Right.
Maybe if I did, I would like just try to like brute force my way through GT, right? With like 10 supers and like grapple, right? I don't think that would have been fun, but it's also like you're not getting map information, so you're leaving behind potential majors, right? That could like be nearby or just be like power bomb locked that I just couldn't get. So I was definitely worried. So that's why I couldn't make the wreck ship play, because I was like, I need as much info as I can. So I went to Norfair, and then I think Meridia connected, I think that way, or something like that. And then that's where I found Kraid, and I was like, okay, like it's all coming together.
Yeah, it ended up working out really nicely for you because you got info on the rest of the bosses pretty quickly once you left. And that information ended up winning you the game for sure, because without it, you might have gone to wreck ship like Beans, and that wreck ship map was horrendous. I suggest you watch the VOD and look what it makes you do to get the map. It's like horizontal rooms stacked on each other.
Oh, jeez.
And not quick ones either. So game 2, yeah, that plasma beam early was just so strong. When you have all 4 bosses and Mother Brain still on the table, you basically were in go mode at that point, because you had both suits, you had speed, you had high jump, and like bombs for like any can't fly scenarios. How were you feeling on that seed?
Yeah, as soon as I saw plasma, I'm like, okay, I need to go now. And I think I made the play to Meridia first eventually. Got that map. And that's where I found ice too as well. And I was instantly like, okay, like don't need to worry about missiles anymore. Like, it's really like I just need to keep moving and don't stop. And that made my heart race. That was
Yeah.
That was intense.
You did like an insanely good job of just walking into every major that could help you right away and avoiding the like useless ones.
Yeah, I accidentally walked into Wave because I was trying to make my way to wreck ship, and I was like, oh shoot, that's toilet. Like, that's not the way to the wreck ship. And I was like, oh well, okay. So,
Yeah, there was a lot of the luck on this guy's in chat when
he's on vacation, bro. Like, come on, you get.
I guess you gotta have flat tires to get good luck, right?
No, thank you. That's not worth the price.
Oh boy.
So Beans, I'm guessing you weren't feeling so good when you were in Norfair and you're checking and all the majors were garbage. Yeah. Unfortunate. Unfortunate that it worked out like that.
Can't live without it.
Yeah. I do think like the the correct play is, since there's a save right there, would be to at least like peek it. Like personally, like I would think like the best play would be to like save, go in there, and if the map is somewhere like absolutely disgusting, then probably dip. But especially with that, and or maybe trek a little bit, and if it starts to look ridiculous, you can just leave. But you know, it's hard to say with wreck ship. It's one of those zones that just seems to always be opposite of what you expect.
Yeah, I was surprised it connected to Norfair still. I was just expecting just wreck ship to be in its little corner. And it was closer to get to, and then especially with the save right there. So
how'd you feel about that escape?
Long. I was like, it has to be at least 2 minutes because I was like, because the first game I didn't even use the map at all. That's what I was. I knew that was like around a minute, but this one I was having trouble like connecting where to go. So I was like, it has to be like way more than 2 minutes. But that was
the commentary in chat. We were thinking like 3+. It was, you know, 3 potentially 4 zones depending on how you routed it.
Yeah.
It's definitely an interesting map too, just like the way everything connected. You had Wreck Ship, which connected Meridia and Norfair. Norfair had Criteria, Wreck Ship and Brinstar. Like it was just kind of an interesting map, the way everything interconnected.
Yeah, definitely not a IKEA seed, but
Not even close.
a fun seed though. I like the ones where you can just get to the map and you can make your decisions pretty quickly, as opposed to just like, you know, blinding everything. Like those are always just so like frustrating, I feel.
Yeah, and with double suit, you can be in a scenario where you're blinding for a very, very long time. So it was nice that it didn't at least make you guys do that.
Definitely, yeah.
All right. I guess we'll go to final thoughts. Beans, you want to go first?
Garbage. Fuck, dude, just trash. Just absolute trash. Good GG's though.
No, GG's for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunate how the seeds played out for you, but I'm just glad we didn't do Metroids. I was debating it. I was like, well, can give him a give him a grueling seed, but no, these were quick, thankfully.
Good luck in the finals, dude.
Thank you. Between Emrock or Tony, I think
Mhm.
so. That'll be interesting.
Alrighty. Well, I think we'll wrap it up then. GG's to both of you. It was a very fun set of races to watch. Good luck in your future matches, Unforeseenmenace.
Thank you.
And speaking of future matches, we have Techno Waffle versus Lunix on SpeedGaming at 3 p.m. Central. So look for more map reno action there. And I'd like to thank Divine for joining me on comms, and then for joining me earlier, Osu for doing tracking, and everybody for watching here on SpeedGaming 3. Have a good one.
See you, everyone.